Couple things. First up, sorry about the injury that happened to Clemson tonight. Hopefully she's okay, but it certainly didn't look good, and never like to see that. I thought Clemson responded really well in the third set. They started pounding their middle, and they went into a 6-2 and playing really hard. So good work by them as well. But ultimately on the night, I think we were pretty dominant offensively with whoever we put on the court, and I was pleased to get some other players in and just to maintain our offensive level with different players on the court.
Dan, how important is it to get the players who don't get as much playing time in, especially with how long they were in for the third set?
Yeah, we want, it's really important because it's, especially of the ones that are producing in practice, to feel like they're, in game rhythm. The energy feels different, so the more we can do that, the better.
Coach, what does it say about this team's adaptability when you're able to seamlessly change up your lineup but then still execute at such a high level?
Well, I'm glad you thought it was seamless. We saw a few things that looked a little not quite as sharp, but I think the main thing it says is that we have depth and we have players that are getting better in our practice gym.
Abbey, you came in the second set and had a kill, 3 blocks immediately. What was going through your head that allowed you to have that spark?
Just a lot of excitement and trust in my teammates. I just feel like I can go out there and just play my best because I have really great people around me and just people who I can really trust and just count on.
Brooke, you guys were running the 6-2 for a little bit. I know that's not the normal, but what do you like about running the 6-2, and what do you notice about High T and Sophia when you guys are running it?
I literally, after the game, told TT, I was like, you and Sophie are literally lethal out there. I think it's great also, if I'm on the bench, to kind of see what their blockers are doing and get a little bit insight that way too. Then it's also just great to see them succeed.
Dan, Dockmar's defense and her passing specifically has been consistent all season. What kind of advantage does that give you when you have someone as a freshman so consistent?
Well, this was a little different because they were targeting Dockmar, and so I think it was a nice challenge for her to kind of be tested over and over again. Most teams have not been doing that this year, and I would also say, like, her last match, the time she was served, she was a little disappointed with how she handled the ball. So I think coming in, she wanted to have a better passing night, and she did. And it's definitely one of the reasons she's on the court. She's good at everything, but she's elite in serve receive.
You guys have spoken a lot about how you like to maintain this underdog mentality throughout your season. Do you find that it's difficult to maintain this perspective when, as you said, Coach, you're able to come in and dominate pretty much from the jump? You guys are ranked number 5. Do you find it hard to keep reminding yourself that you want to take a step back sometimes?
It's I think the way we look at it is, everyone's an underdog until you win a national championship, and we've never done that. And so, and we just, we just every day look at our practice film and look at our games and find areas we can improve on. And so that's mostly what we're doing every day.
Abby, it's not often that a middle gets an assist. I know the team has been working on non-setter setting in general, but what was that moment like for you, just because it's a unique opportunity?
It was super exciting, and to get to set Soph, she's been killing it lately, so it's just super fun. And like you said, we've been working on it a lot to put it into a game, which is super fun.
And she's very good friends with Sylvie.
Yes.
That always helps.
Yes.
Brooke, in terms of Dockmar's passing, when she passes to you, like, how confident are you that it's like going to be a solid pass?
Oh, extremely. Even in practice, sometimes I'll serve to her, level serve to her, and she's just like, oop, and it's perfect every single time. So I think in games too, you can just rely on that. She's just gonna get it.
Any last questions?
Coach, coming off of the back-to-back wins with today and then SMU, especially with the sweep today, how do you feel the momentum of the team is going to be for the next game and the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think we're cautiously optimistic. We feel good about the strides we're making, but I don't, it's pretty hard to beat Georgia Tech, and they've, over the years, have really pushed us and beaten us, and so we know they're gonna play hard, so feel good, but you can never feel that good when you're playing a good team.
Is there excitement about going against a familiar face?
I don't think so. I think, maybe for her, but, was a great teammate here, and we really enjoyed our time coaching her, but I'm sure the girls will have a little fun with each other if they after a block, but there's nothing other than that.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.